live, man. Episode 27.
And we're live. Episode 27, NFL Conference Championship Preview Show.
Yes.
This is what this episode is titled. Today is 1/22/2024. If you're listening to this, it is 1/23/2024. Back up to normal upload schedule for this week. So we'll have this episode up tomorrow morning, like I said. So if you're listening, we do appreciate y'all stopping by. If you haven't tuned in yet to the previous 26, we actually did a live last Friday. It's actually up on all major streaming platforms. It went up yesterday. I believe it was, Hess, right?
Yeah.
It went up yesterday, so check it out. Episode 26 it was our first live and we did it on Facebook. So let us know what y'all thought about that. It was just like we're talking right now, me and Hess, and it was pretty cool. Had a little bit of interaction, so we appreciate y'all stopping by. If we do that again, we'll try to announce it a little bit better because we had some of our viewers reach out, let us know they didn't know he's going live. So definitely want to get them in there on the podcast. But if this is your first time tuning in, on the other side of the mic, we have Mr. Hess, Tyler Hess, brother from another mother. That is so hard to say sometimes.
Brother from another mother.
Brother from another mother. And then myself, Tyler Castle. What we do here on Tyler's Talking Sports, talk about sports. We talk sports, baby. All the good stuff, anything nitty gritty, we going to talk about it. But I appreciate y'all stopping by. Hess, anything to add to that? You want to go ahead and start on our sponsors?
Well, buddy, I like that intro. It's really good, really captivating. Hope it got the people going. Hope they're ready for it this Tuesday morning.
It gets the people going.
That's what we want. First sponsor I'm going to shout out here is Isaiah 117 House. If you don't know, you haven't listened to any of the episodes. Ooh. But if this is your first one, I'll tell you what Isaiah 117 House is. It provides physical and emotional support for children awaiting foster care placement. So in other words, there's kids that are going through foster care, and most places they go through it and they have to spend the night at the county jail. They got to spend just nights in really just bad situations where they don't have their own bed. Sometimes they're sleeping in floors. I have a friend that works with foster care, and there's times that they just got to sleep on like a couch. It's in an office of some caseworker, and it's just not a good situation. So Isaiah 117 House provides a full-on bedroom, full bed, TV, gaming systems, PlayStations, Xboxes, full meal, home-cooked meal, and just a time during this transition period for these kids to where they have a normal life and it's not so emotionally draining and physically demanding on them. So it's an incredible nonprofit organization. Look them up. They're on Facebook at Isaiah 117 House, and they're also they have a website, www.isaiah117house.com. You can donate to them. They'll take any kind of donations. They also have merchandise, car stickers, T-shirts, hoodies, hats. Really nice if you're a golfer. They got really nice Titleist hats. All proceeds go straight to the Isaiah 117 House. So, yeah, an incredible organization.
I have to get my hands on one of those hats. I have to get me a hat. We was just talking about golf a minute ago. But, yeah, great organization. Hess and I are actually going to make a donation to them. We lost a bet with one of our viewers. He got us a cooler. Shout out to Joe Lewis. We'll have to get that cooler off of him. But I'm going to go over our next sponsor here. Also, too, if you haven't heard this one before, you haven't listened. So this is Next Level Fitness Club out of Lebanon, Virginia at 1806 East Main Street, Lebanon, Virginia, 24266. Our 24/7 gym facility, 24/7 tanning. Certified personal trainers. They also have classes ongoing right now, Monday through Thursday, 5:30 to 6 or 5:30 to 6:30, depending on your fitness level. So definitely check that out. Look at that. I think it's only running right now for $89. That's going through January. So definitely take advantage of this deal. A lot of people have. It's an amazing class. We have an awesome instructor. So definitely check that out. But if you're just looking for, you want to get in the gym and you haven't ever started, reach out to our personal trainers. They'll get you going too. They got some good deals going on right now as well. And then also too, if you're feeling a little blue and a little cold with all this cold weather coming through, we got tanning beds. So hit them up. They got 24/7 tanning. You can follow them on Facebook at Next Level Fitness Club or Instagram at Next Level Fitness Club. And then you can also check out their website at www.nextlevelfitnessclub276.com.
Love it. And we got one more here. It's a really good friend of mine and Krista's. Tyler's actually met Abby and Andrew as well. But Abby just started a photography business, and she just wants us to try to help her get it going, get some feet underneath it, get it off the ground. And she's doing a lot of good work from stuff she's posted on her Facebook. But it's Abby Martin Photography. And right now she is doing mini sessions. They're available on Saturday, January 27th. They're $65. And if you are interested, please find her Abby Martin Photography Facebook page and message her if you're interested. I know there's not a lot of women out here that listen to this. So, guys, maybe this is something you
tell your ladies.
Tell your ladies, or maybe this is something you want to surprise your woman with for Valentine's Day. Hey, I want to get some Valentine's Day photos for the wife. She likes photography, pictures of the family. Get it out of the way, then you don't have to worry about it the rest of the year. So hit up Abby. She does really good work. She's an incredible person. Hit her up.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I've met him a couple times. Nice folks for sure. But I want to get into our streaming schedule for this week. Again, we're going to upload, like I said, this will be uploaded Tuesday. Hess and I are actually going to give y'all some more dedicated time this week. We're going to upload again on Thursday. So Thursday morning, be on the lookout for the next episode. It's going to go more into depth on all sports, everything going on. This episode, again, is going to go more into the NFL conference championship, but just a recap of what happened over the weekend, just to give our thoughts on what we see happening with AFC and NFC championships coming up. And then I got some good news for y'all. Some big news. We're doing a live.
Oh, buddy.
We're doing a live on Sunday. This Sunday. Looks to be trending. Hess, do you want to check our votes right now? I haven't checked it. Haven't checked it in a couple of hours, but right now, or at least earlier, it looked to be trending toward the AFC matchup, which is the Ravens.
Total? Go ahead.
Which is the Ravens versus the Chiefs.
Yep. And the other matchup is the Lions versus the 49ers in the NFC Championship. And right now we have a total of 28 votes.
Wow.
By the way, guys, this vote will be open all week, all the way up until Sunday or Saturday.
We'll keep sharing it, too.
Yeah.
And y'all please share it. Get as many votes as you can.
But right now we have 28 total votes, and a total of 71% of the vote, which is 20 votes, are to the Ravens versus Chiefs, and the other ones are toward the 49ers and Lions.
I think our viewers picked it because they know we hate both teams.
Yep, probably.
So we've hated on both these teams. I was telling Hess, I was really hoping y'all would pick the 49ers and Lions. That way I could at least cheer for the Lions. But hey, we're going to do the Ravens and Chiefs, and we're going to talk smack the entire time probably.
Yep.
But that game's at 3 o'clock, right? 3:15?
No. Maybe. You might be right. Hold on. Let me check.
Yeah, I think it's 3. I think that's a 3 o'clock game. I think they got first game, which I'm surprised.
And they do have the first game, but I don't know if that's the right time. Let me check.
I saw 3 o'clock. I'm curious.
You might be right. Maybe I think they're doing some weird stuff with coverage. Let me see. Playoffs.
You seen that commercial with the playoffs?
Yeah. This game is 3 o'clock on CBS.
3 o'clock on CBS. So Hess and I'll be live. So y'all go to church, get your love for God in, and then you got some love for football, baby. And you can come join us. I'll be at Hess's house. We'll be in his basement broadcasting, doing another live. So
absolutely,
looking forward to Sunday. It's gonna be a good one.
Yep, absolutely. I am looking forward to it as well. We'll see. I don't know what's on the menu yet. I talk to the wife. See what she's thinking about fixing.
That chili's hard to beat.
I know. We'll see what she's doing. Weather's going to be kind of warm, so we might do something a little more. Might tailgate.
We're going to tailgate.
I'll do some tailgate food. Tailgate foods. We'll see.
No, we're going to tailgate outside.
Oh, you want to do this whole thing outside?
Pod outside, baby.
Pod outside. I like it. Hope it's pouring rain. Whatever the weather is in Baltimore is the weather we're going to do the podcast in.
I don't know about y'all, but I stepped outside today and it was 40 degrees, and I thought I could have went out in shorts and a t-shirt.
Absolutely.
It felt so good. So
absolutely.
I'll take 40 and 50 any day of the week. So
yeah, I'm with you, man. I'm excited. I am absolutely excited about live. I love doing them. They do take a lot out of us. You wouldn't think they would, but they do. But we do love all the feedback and all the
comments are fun.
I love having everybody in it. And again, guys, when we do live, be sure to share it. We want everybody. I want your grandma in there. I want your grandpa. I want your uncle. I want your sisters. I want everybody coming in. I want them to say, "Hey, you guys need to get off my Facebook. I'm tired of watching. I'm trying to watch the game."
Absolutely. We're gonna take over the screen.
That's right.
Our number to beat on this, guys, is 20. I think 23 or 24. I think we hit 24 last one.
Yep.
So that's going to be the number we're going to try to beat on this one. Also, too, guys, before we get into our takes here, we actually have a 2025 goal. If you've listened before, you know what this goal is. But we're trying to reach 500 followers on Facebook. We're at 348, I believe it is.
So we're up to date.
152 off, I think.
Can't find it there.
I think it's 348.
We are at 349.
Oh, we gained one. Let's go. We gained one since this morning.
And 150 likes.
Nice. 349. So, we're getting close. Yeah. We're close. We're going to get that 400 here soon. Let's
absolutely go. Appreciate it, though, guys. Everybody shared it, invited their family and friends. Appreciate it so much.
Yeah, we're going to try to hit that 500, guys. So, make sure you keep sharing it, liking it. commenting on it, anything. I mean, any type of movement on it helps us out, and it actually helps the algorithm. So, just keep it up.
Another thing, guys, somewhere on our Spotify, I've really not looked at it, and I haven't looked at it because, quite frankly, we don't really care. But there is somewhere on there. I think you all can send us a donation. If you do send us a donation, it goes directly toward the podcast and goes toward us getting it out there, advertising us, and getting just more followers toward the page. It doesn't go into our pockets and by any means. It goes straight to the podcast.
Absolutely.
Yeah. All right, man. I think that's all we got to introduce us. You ready to ready to start the show off? Ready to get it going?
Let's get her going. Episode 27.
Episode 27.
S, right. You got any hot takes for tonight's episode?
I do. I got a hot take. I bounced back and forth. I had 2, and then I made them into 1.
Oh, I like it. I got 3 tonight.
Oh.
3.
All right. I need you to answer. I need you to help me with mine, though.
Okay.
All right. I need you to name me the top 5 quarterbacks in the NFL right now.
Top 5 right now.
Yep. Your opinion. I don't even care if it's stupid opinion. I just need your opinion.
Okay. Lamar Jackson.
Okay.
Brock Purdy. No particular order.
No particular. No, just 5.
C.J. Stroud. You know what? I'm going to throw this guy here because he played really good this year. Baker Mayfield. Patrick Mahomes, as I hate to say it.
That's your top 5.
Sure. I want to put Josh Allen on there, but they didn't win.
Interested.
I didn't put Goff on there either.
Or T-Law.
No, T-Law had a bad year.
Or Joe Burrow.
Joe Burrow was injured all year.
I'm not basing it off this year. I'm saying just in general.
Yes. I thought you meant 5 this year.
No,
this
I'm
season.
just saying top 5, 100% healthy, balling out. Who's the top 5 quarterbacks?
Well, I'll leave it. I'll leave that.
All right. Well, mine, no particular order: Patrick Mahomes, Josh Allen, Joe Burrow. Not a fan of Lamar Jackson. I think he's a running back, but he's starting to prove me a little wrong.
He's had a good season.
Got him at 4, and then I'm going to put C.J. Stroud, Jared Goff.
5-6.
Yeah, 5-6.
You gonna leave Brock Purdy off that list?
I'm not Brock Purdy. I think is.
Heck, dude. I mean, we could even do up and coming like Jordan Love. Jordan Love looked good this year. He came on strong the last 6 or 7 games.
Joe Flacco.
Yeah, Joe Flacco definitely.
No,
I don't know. There's like clear, like good, and then it goes like medium, and then terrible.
All right, I look at it this way: Patrick Mahomes. I hate to say it, he's tier 1.
Sure. Yeah. Okay. Break it up in tiers.
And I think Patrick Mahomes is. This is going to lead into my hot take. I think Patrick Mahomes needs to be in the Peyton Manning, Tom Brady category as far as talking about quarterbacks.
God,
he's proven it. He's winning. He's got more wins at this point in his career in the playoffs than Tom Brady. He's the all-time leading touchdown passer.
First road win yesterday.
Yep. There's first. He's 13-1 his entire career in the playoffs. He's never not played. Sorry about the double negative there. He has ever since his rookie year. He has played in the AFC title game.
Yeah.
He's never been out before the AFC title. So he's either been in the Super Bowl or made it to the title.
3-0 against Josh Allen.
3-0 against Josh Allen. That's where I'm going to stop. Josh Allen, elite talent.
Very.
Elite. I would say Josh Allen is the most talented quarterback in the NFL. But Josh Allen is not an elite quarterback. Because elite quarterbacks
find a way to win.
And every time he has his moment, he cannot capture that moment. And that's what made Tom Brady so good. That's what made Mahomes good. That's what made Peyton Manning so good. That's what, I'll be honest, right now, Dak Prescott and Josh Allen are the same quarterback.
That's tough. I don't like that.
I'm just throwing it out there.
I'm a huge Josh Allen fan.
I get it. That's why this is my hot take.
Yeah, right? I'm going to comment on this.
The interceptions, his turnovers, I get it. It happens. And I know another thing you're going to say. Who's he had to throw to other than Stephon Diggs? You're right. He hasn't really, other than Gabe Davis was decent.
And Kincaid this year.
But Kincaid's a rookie.
Right.
But Peyton Manning, granted his Colts seasons, he
made the players.
But
that's what Mahomes is doing.
But you can't say that these. Hey, speaking of, a lot of people are like, well, people drop passes. He put them on the money. Mahomes, his whole receiving core dropped passes this year. And look at it.
Yeah, but not in a playoff game. I mean, he hit Diggs on a 50-yard route. Right. Dead on the money.
I'm just saying, I'm not taking anything away from Josh Allen. I'm 100% a Josh Allen fan. I'd buy his jersey today if I had the money to do it. but they're just stupid expensive.
Guys, send us a donation.
Right. I'm saying right now, at this point, I'm not saying Josh Allen's not going to win a Super Bowl. I think he does. I'm telling you, Josh Allen is not an elite quarterback, and we need to take him out of that category. We need to stop every year saying it's Mahomes, Allen, Burrow. Mahomes, Allen. I'll put Burrow ahead of him because Burrow got to the Super Bowl. He used his moment. He took his moment. He beat Mahomes in Kansas City, went to the Super Bowl, and almost won a Super Bowl.
True.
Cincinnati hadn't been there in years.
I get where you're coming from, but Josh Allen will get a Super Bowl.
I'm not saying he won't.
He'll be Aaron Rodgers. I mean, because you could even say Aaron Rodgers because he's only got one Super Bowl. But we talk about Aaron Rodgers as Tom Brady. But the talent, it's the talent thing. That's the thing with Josh Allen.
I'm just saying, single-handedly, if Josh Allen would embrace his moment the last 3 times they've played the Chiefs in the playoffs, you're probably looking at 3 Super Bowls.
Yeah, they get past the Chiefs, yeah.
We're not talking about Mahomes being the greatest quarterback of all time. We're talking about Josh Allen. But for whatever reason, I don't care if it's the Chiefs. I don't care who he's playing. I don't believe Josh Allen could take the moment that's there and grab it. But here's where my hot take becomes 2 hot takes. I think last night, the Buffalo Bills, they lost that game. They turned the hot water off in the showers for the Kansas City Chiefs. They had no hot water, being being petty. I hope at that very moment the owner did something. I hope he called Sean McDermott and said, "You're fired, and I'm hiring Bill Belichick." Because you bring Bill Belichick to Buffalo, keep him in the same conference that he has dominated up until these last 2 years, you give him Josh Allen and that defense, I think Sean McDermott is holding back Josh Allen.
Wow, what a statement there.
And it's been rumored
that would be nice.
There's a rumor that there's a team out there that has a head coaching spot. Like they have not fired their coach, that they are interviewing Bill Belichick secretly. And I think it's the Bills.
I like that. Man, that would be nice. I love it for Josh Allen. I'm dying to see this guy get a ring. I really am. I mean, I was cheering for him against my Steelers. I mean, I love Josh Allen.
And here's another thing. So I'm glad you brought that up. Josh Allen against the Steelers. How did he do?
Play great. No turnovers.
Great. He was wonderful. Great game.
No turnovers against Chiefs. But he was great in the playoffs this year.
It was a great game. But when they lose, it's always Josh Allen didn't grab his moment. And he threw 16 passes yesterday.
I mean, I know we got this on our list coming up here in a minute on the recap and stuff. And I got some, stuff on Josh Allen that I think he should have done a little bit different. We might be having a different conversation right now.
Third down?
Yeah, that third down play. Mm-hmm. Actually, I think it was second. It was second down. Second down. It was a. I ain't going to go into it right now, but we might. There was opportunities. Sure, he missed, but very few. And Mahomes kind of same. I mean, he played same caliber all the way through. So at the end of the day, I mean, it is what it is. It goes on the kicker because he missed his kick. I mean, he set him up down there to make the kick. He let it drive down. The kicker didn't do his job, make a kick, and you had a tie game.
I'm going to say this.
And then I'm going to be honest, what would have happened? Mahomes going to march it downfield, and they're going to kick a field goal, and they're going to win anyway, because that's what Chiefs going to do.
I'm going to say this, and you can go back to your hot takes.
Okay.
Josh Allen right now is no better than Mason Rudolph.
That's garbage. That is so garbage.
You put Mason Rudolph on that
I get where you're coming from because he can't get out of the playoffs. I get where you're coming from. But it's not just him.
I don't care. I don't care if it's not just him. That's my point. It's not just Tom Brady. It was not just Peyton Manning. But Peyton Manning made Julius Thomas.
True.
Tied in. He signed an $80 million deal after he had Peyton Manning. Never did a dang thing. Didn't catch nothing. Eric Decker signed a $90 million deal with the Jets. Never did nothing. Julian Edelman never did anything outside of Tom Brady.
I get what you're saying. Elite quarterbacks make elite players all the way around.
And they grab that moment.
And everything.
They grabbed that moment. Tom Brady, I hated the man. I could not stand him when he was with the Patriots.
Well, nobody could other than Patriots fans. Shout out to Caleb.
He grabbed that moment by the balls every time.
Look what he did with Tampa Bay. Yeah. He goes down Tampa Bay, wins Super Bowl.
They proved him wrong. He was motivated because everybody's like, "Oh, he can't do it without Belichick." Nope.
Yeah, he did it. He did it. And he didn't have nothing down there either. He had Evans. That was it.
But he had Chris Godwin.
Oh, yeah. Chris Godwin was there.
He had a better run game than Baker. That's why I got to think people need to stop slamming Baker because he's doing just about as good as Tom Brady did down there with less.
Baker looked good other than interceptions, but he looked good.
Yeah. But that's my hot take. I just wanted to throw that out because I knew that would ruffle you up a little bit, but I also
does.
But it wasn't like I'm again Josh Allen fan. Love the dude. He's going to win a
Great
Super
story.
Bowl. But
he's going to get one
right now. He's no better than Dak Prescott.
Oh God, he's
Cheers.
better than Dak. Anyway, all right, my hot take.
Yep.
This was kind of rumored. There's been a lot of rumors, speculation on these players. Jason Kelce announced retirement. He said he's officially retiring. I think Travis Kelce will retire as well. And my hot take on that is I can see them utilizing their podcast New Heights once the season ends and probably doing a show like Peyton and Eli. Something like that is kind of what I think that we're going to see from Jason and Travis.
Did you look at our Facebook page?
I did. I mean, I saw the rumor of Travis retiring.
I was just wondering.
Why?
That's exactly what we said.
Well, yeah, I'm just saying that's a hot take. I mean, I don't know if that's 100% true or not.
I mean, it's just rumored. It's just rumored.
It's rumored. But okay. The only way I see this happening is if the Chiefs win the Super Bowl.
Nope.
Travis will continue to play football if the Chiefs do not win the Super Bowl.
I think Travis Kelce, if they don't win the Super Bowl, he says he's retiring, then comes back, joins the Bills and Josh Allen, and win the Super Bowl.
Stop it. Also thought, too, maybe Jason comes out of retirement and then him and Travis play football together on the same team. That'd be cool.
I can't have that.
I like Jason. I loved him taking off his shirt, slinging it, like just having a good time. He took some girls in the stands that wanted to meet Taylor Swift and just took them up there. He's just a man of the people.
He was hanging out with the Bills Mafia before the game, just pounding beers with them.
Yeah, just a cool guy, man. A lot cooler than his brother.
I agree.
But yeah, that's my first hot take. I think that we could see that maybe next year if he does end up retiring. I think we'll see like another show, maybe even like a Pat McAfee style show.
I could see Peacock taking over that. NBC needs something.
Yeah. So Travis and Jason probably leaning towards that. Probably a nice little deal. And yeah, I see two more brothers going that route.
Yeah, I can see that.
Second hot take. You mentioned him a minute ago, Baker Mayfield. I was going to say Baker Mayfield is that guy. I think the Bucs will be competitive with Baker at the helm of the Bucs organization. Rumors are going out there right now that they're planning on re-signing him for next year, and right now they're looking around $36.3 million. So he's going to get paid because his contract this year was $4 million plus bonuses. He got bonuses, obviously.
I heard too today that there's some teams that are willing to offer up to $45 to $55 million for Baker next year.
Well, there's definitely going to be some competition, but I do think the Bucs lock him in. I really do. I think he stays there. They're going to build that team around him. He's going to be franchised in Tampa Bay. He's 28, which I didn't realize he's already 28. So it's time to lock in on that team and get it going. I'd like to see Baker do well down there. He put up career highs this year in passing touchdowns. He had 28. Passing yards, he had 4,044, and a completion percentage of 64.3%. So yeah. Mayfield going to get paid this year.
Damn, Carolina let that go. He was on their practice squad.
Carolina's let a lot go. I mean, Stroud, Baker Mayfield. I mean, they've
McCaffrey, DJ Moore,
they've learned how to screw an organization.
Right.
And I seriously do not think the Panthers can come back. That could be another freaking hot take.
The new Lions.
Yeah, right now, they are them and the Cardinals.
Yeah.
That's my second hot take. My last hot take, you're going to like this one. Cowboys will be hot garbage in 2025 next year. So just wanted to throw that out there, all you Cowboy listeners. Hot garbage. You re-signed your coach, dumb. The huge rumor going around right now, Dak Prescott's going to get a hefty contract, which I will bust if he does. If I'm just going to be honest, if you keep that, you're going to keep getting the same results.
I agree.
Plain and simple.
Yep.
I've said it for years. Dak Prescott is not the guy for Dallas. They need to get rid of Jerry Jones, get him out of the organization, or just tell him to shut up. That's why they couldn't get Bill Belichick in there because him and Jerry probably butt heads left and right. So,
right.
I mean, it's ridiculous. Let the guys play. Do I think Dak's a good quarterback? Possibly, if he's in the right system. But it's not worked out the Cowboys. He's great. He's Tony Romo 2.0. He make it to the playoffs, and then from there, he's crap. So,
yeah, I agree.
That's my third hot take, man.
Looks no different than Josh Allen.
I I'm about to drive up to your house.
Go
I
ahead.
swear.
Go ahead.
You say that again.
All right. That's our hot takes for this episode, guys. I hope y'all enjoyed those. Be sure to comment on our hot takes. Message us. I love it. Y'all do that, but message us. Tell us what you think. Yeah, do. Y'all do that. Y'all message. You tell us how stupid we sound or when we make mistakes. So keep it up. We love that. But got some news, though. Like I said, this is, like Castle said at the beginning, this is our NFL Conference Championship preview show. So we're not really going to talk about all these other sports. We're not going to talk about college basketball. We're not going to talk about college football. We're just going to hit you with some headlines. And right now, there was breaking news out of MLB. The Pirates have finally found their closer. Aroldis Chapman signs a one-year deal with them. That's big for the Pirates. That'd be good for a good little place for Chapman to be. I can see that as trade bait at the deadline, especially if he pitches good. Big news for the 49ers. Deebo Samuel does not have a fractured shoulder, so he's still kind of like a game-time decision. But the last time he had this injury, he did miss 2 games. So we'll see there. Let's see. Cubs icon Ryan Sandberg has been diagnosed with cancer.
I saw that. And
Josh Allen, so speaking of him, a lot of people said this is it. The window is now closed. He says he still has faith in the Bills organization and he believes their window for a Super Bowl title is still open.
Yeah.
That's some of the headlines that I got. Do you have any other headlines out there?
Yeah, Sports Illustrated, just going to throw that out there. Yeah. They laid off most of their staff this past week. They've been around for 70 years. The first cover of Sports Illustrated was August 16th, 1954.
Who was on it? I gotta know.
Some dude. Quarterback, maybe. I don't know. It wasn't Sports Illustrated Bikini Edition, I'll tell you that.
The first issue of Sports Illustrated showed Milwaukee Braves star Eddie Matthews.
Eddie Matthews. Okay.
Wow.
Yeah, baseball. All right, I thought it was football.
At bat against the New York Giants catcher Wes Westrum in Milwaukee County Stadium with umpire Augie Dantelli behind the plate on June 9th, 1954 game. That was your first cover.
But I guess it didn't publish until August 16th.
Right. That was just a picture that was on the cover.
Oh, wow. Yeah. That's crazy. Yeah, 70 years ago.
I had Sports Illustrated. I had Sports Illustrated from probably my freshman year.
I remember. You had the subscription.
Yeah, my favorite.
You got them in monthly.
My favorite cover of all time that I remember.
The summer one.
No.
Don't lie to the viewers.
No, it was actually Michael Phelps was on the cover when he won 7 golds in Beijing.
Where he's like coming up and he's got the glasses on. That one? Yeah.
He's got all the medals around him on the thing. It was my favorite cover because I loved that Olympics and Michael Phelps was that guy.
I'd go up to your house all the time. You had every single one of them.
They were so good. They were like the best. So, yeah.
My favorite's Tiger Woods. Hands down.
I had a good Tiger Woods cover. I liked their college football ones they did every
year.
They
had Aaron Judge and a couple years back, Aaron Judge and Stanton, when Stanton signed, they had that one. I liked it a lot.
I got them somewhere. I got all those somewhere. I don't know where. I think they were Mom and Dad's.
Might be worth something one day.
Hang
on to them.
Yeah.
Even though the company just laid off, most of their employees, whoever was unioned, they have 90 days.
My other favorite cover that I remember, again, they were tons. I think one of them had Dale Earnhardt on the front of it. That was a cool one. Was Abbey State when they beat Michigan. It had the picture of them blocking a field goal.
Really?
Yeah, that was one.
Is that 2007, 2009, 2007?
2007.
Yeah. Yeah, good times. Moving on to the next sports update here in Sports World of News. Amateur Nick Dunlap, 20 years old, wins the American Express PGA Championship. He's the first amateur to win on PGA Tour since 1991. He did end up shooting 29 under. He had a round of 60.
Yep.
On Saturday. Insane. Round 3. My boy JT, who I picked, if you listen to the last one, I almost had it. He finished for 3rd. So he shot 27 under. Great round out of him. JT's going to win another major this year. It's coming.
What's interesting about JT there?
What's that?
Where did he go to college?
Wasn't it
Alabama?
Texas? Georgia? No. Okay, Alabama.
Yep.
And somewhere down south.
Dunlap is now currently a sophomore at the University of Alabama. So Alabama, not only a football school, they're a golf school. They're putting out golfers.
Apparently so. I didn't know he went to Bama.
Yep. JT
Jordan Spieth went to Texas, right?
Yes, Jordan Spieth. I was going to say Jordan Spieth. That's what I was thinking of.
Okay. Yep. Yeah. Okay.
Bubba Watson Bubba Watson went to Georgia.
Okay. All right. Yep. I knew it was somewhere down there.
There's another one of those guys that I can't remember went to Texas or Arkansas. One of them went to Texas or Arkansas. One of those guys that all hang out together.
Oh,
Yeah.
Scotty Scheffler went to Texas.
Yeah, Scotty Scheffler. Yep.
Yeah, Scheffler went to Texas. I should have known that. We watched the
Netflix thing.
Netflix special. I hadn't watched it in like a year, but I should remember that.
That's
But
going to come back out again, too.
It is, yeah. Full Swing. That's the name of that.
Yep.
Full Swing. If you want to get a Netflix series on golf, if you like golf, Full Swing's very good. Those guys living the dream.
Oh yeah, it's really good. Except for Brooks Koepka, he can.
But what a douche. So let's just be honest. I mean, everybody that watched that and I've talked to is like, dude, Brooks is such a douche. I was like, yeah. I mean, it's pretty evident. Yeah, I like Brooks though. I like watching him play, but golly, he's a different breed.
Yeah.
But speaking of golf, Tiger Woods could be wearing TaylorMade next year. The next time he is on the course. The rumor is the apparel line might be called Sunday Red, naturally, with TaylorMade. So we might see Tiger next time he steps out. I don't think it shouldn't be this month. It'll probably be February if I had to guess when he plays again. I think, Thursday we have the Farmers Open starting. Or Wednesday,
Yeah.
Farmers Open.
Yep.
So we do have that, but he's not playing.
Sorry, I was looking up the stuff on Nick Dunlap just to try to
I'm going to give our viewers, since it is on Wednesday and they'll be listening this Tuesday, Xander Schauffele. I think that might be your hot guy. So if you want to throw some money, I think it's plus 1,000 right now on him, or plus 800, something like that. Him or Colin Morikawa. Morikawa's been playing really good
Mr.
too.
Morikawa.
So I'm probably going to throw 20 on red, 20 on blues, what the saying is. So, something like that. So we'll see what happens.
This was at Torrey Pines.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Love Torrey Pines. Great golf course. Let me look at that real fast. Let me look and see who's in that one real fast. Give you somebody I would think to look at since I got the column earlier.
So. I think Burns is in that one.
Stuart Sink.
Schauffele. Some Max Homa is in that one. Max Homa would be another good one to watch. Colin Morikawa. Can't remember who all's in that lineup. It's some good ones in there. A lot less than what I was hoping for, honestly.
Right. That is interesting. I like it. I love Torrey Pines. It's a great course just to watch. It's a beautiful place.
Yeah, I'm pumped.
Man, I don't know. You're right. There's not many big names in that one.
I go Xander Schauffele. I still will probably put some money on.
Xander's a good one. Keegan Bradley.
Sleeper pick.
Yeah, Keegan Bradley. That'd be a good sleeper. That'd be one to throw a little bit of change on. And you know what? Give me Tony Finau.
Finau's, God, he's killing me. I want him to get one.
Yeah, give me Tony Finau. I think he'll finish. I'm not saying he's going to win, but I think he finishes top 10.
Top 10.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah.
I think truthfully, like Colin Morikawa should be top 3. I'm going to go ahead and say it.
Where is Colin? I didn't see his name on there. What time's he tee? Do you know?
Noon, maybe?
Colin Morikawa. I love Colin Morikawa.
He does. He is playing. I do know that.
And then there's a ton of names. I'm just scrolling through them real fast, so I'm not saying there he is. You can tease off at 12-12.
12-12, yeah.
Him and Carson Young and Hayden Buckley. And Stephen Yeager.
There's some on there is like plus 25,000, plus 40,000. So, hey, I mean, if you pick that amateur, I don't know if you can bet on amateur.
You can. You can bet the open qualifier. Yeah.
Yeah, he just don't get paid off of it. But, yeah.
You know what? No.
I wonder what the betting odds were on him. I bet it was way up there. Up there.
I know who I'm picking. I know who you need to throw your money on.
Let's hear it.
Will Zalatoris.
Zalatoris, yeah.
Yes. Yeah. But back to Nick Dunlap just real quick. He was a 2023 U.S. Amateur Champion. He's the 61st ranked Northeast Amateur. He is ranked 123rd in the North and South. He's a Ping All-American second team for golf in 2023. He's the Ping Southeast All-District golfer. He is the SEC Golfer of the Week for 2 weeks in September and October.
Naturally.
He's on the All-SEC First Team Golf. He's on the SEC All-Freshman Team in 2023. He's also the SEC Academic Honor Roll in 2023. And he was the Freshman of the Week from February 22nd to March 22nd at Alabama. And he has won 2 tournaments for the University of Alabama.
Wow.
And he qualified for the prior to yesterday, his biggest accomplishment was qualifying for the 2023 U.S. Open. Prior to that, though, he is ranked as the number one junior golfer in the he was ranked as the number one junior golfer in the class of 2022. So he was the number one recruit in golf.
He's good.
according to Golf Week, and he was named the 2021 American Junior Golf Association Boys Golfer of the Year. His birthday is December 23rd, 2003. He's the son of Jim and Charlene Dunlap, and he's majoring in finance. He's going to need that because he's winning money.
Yeah, he's going to be making bank. He ain't going to be doing no finance. He's going to be playing golf.
And he was homeschooled. He did not go to high school. He was homeschooled.
Dude shot a 60. My God.
That's why he was so good. He just went to the golf course every day and did his homework. He was homeschooled.
I think that tied the course record. I think a 60 was the lowest.
You imagine being that good now? You go back to school and you just want a major PGA Tour event and you're going back.
Didn't get paid a dime.
But, I mean, you imagine
I'm just saying, yeah.
Sat in class this morning. Like, yeah.
Yeah, PGA champion behind you.
Yeah, what's up?
Yeah,
that's pretty cool.
What's up? That's crazy.
Yeah, good for a homeschool kid.
Absolutely.
All right, man. That all the news you got in all the sports?
That's all I got, man.
All right. NFL divisional round recap. First game, Ravens-Texans. What'd you think about it?
Yeah, Ravens win 34-10. They was tied 10-10 at half. It's a good game up until halftime. Then after that, it just kind of fell apart. Ravens took over in the second half, scoring 24 unanswered. Lamar Jackson, I'm going to run some stats for you real quick. 16 for 22, 152 yards in the air and 2 touchdowns. Sounds pretty good, right?
Yeah.
He also had 11 carries for 100 yards and 2 touchdowns. That's where he becomes that elite quarterback, in my opinion. C.J. Stroud, not his best game. 19 for 33 for 175 yards. But it wasn't Stroud's fault in this game, in my opinion. I think you got to give a lot of credit to the Ravens' defense. Mm-hmm. They held Devin Singletary to only 22 yards on 9 carries, held the Texans to a total of 213 total yards. Baltimore did not allow Houston to record a single first down after its first drive in the second half. Oof. I thought that was a pretty wild stat. Big thing that hurt the Texans, too, was penalties. They had 11 penalties versus the Ravens only had 3, and they couldn't run the ball, like I said. Texans, great season. Hats off. C.J. Stroud's the real deal. Texans will be back. I think you're going to see the Texans back in the playoffs again. Got a great QB. I got them projected to do very well in the NFL. So, yeah, I think I'll stand by that and say Texans will be back next year.
I agree. D'Amico Ryans, C.J. Stroud, that team, Devin Singletary, the defense they got.
Their defense is a lot better than I realized.
Yeah, I mean, and Will Anderson's just going to get better. He could be a Ray Lewis type linebacker for them. Texans will be back. It was great. Nothing to knock about that season. They weren't supposed to be here. This wasn't projected. Nobody thought this.
No, absolutely not.
On the flip side of it, I mean, Lamar did what Lamar does, but again, I'm not going to sit here and praise him because I never have. He's decent. He's got good receivers. Zay Flowers has made him into a better quarterback.
Zay had a good game.
When Mark Andrews is out there, Lamar's even that much better.
Yeah.
I still think he's just a glorified running back that can throw a football decently. But not to knock how good that game was for him. He actually played really well. But on the other side of the ball, that Baltimore Ravens defense might be one of the best defenses I've ever seen in the NFL. And I know we're going to talk about it, but the Chiefs are going to have their hands full with that defense. That defense is very complex. They're really good at changing their assignments right at the last minute. And I think that's what C.J. Stroud struggled with because he hadn't seen a defense. He hadn't seen a defense like that because they were waiting to that very last moment, and then they changed their whole coverage up, and then it was kind of like, oh, man, what happened? Or their blitz package.
They look good. But the defense looked really, really good second half.
Before we go on, though, to the next game that we're going to talk about, there is some breaking news out of the NFL. The Titans are nearing a deal with offensive coordinator Brian Callahan, the Bengals offensive coordinator, to be their new head coach.
Wow. So didn't see that.
That's interesting. It's big for Will Levis. It's big for that offense because we see what the Cincinnati's done with that
offense. What
he's
done, with Burrow and whoever's came in and took that position.
Yeah,
Jake Browning.
Yeah, Jake Browning, yeah. So that's pretty big.
Yeah, that's pretty big for the Texans.
Big loss for the
Titans.
Big loss for the Bengals there.
That is. That's huge.
Yeah. But anyway.
Yeah.
On to Ravens, the next game. Man.
Wow.
Yeah. Ravens look like
look like Ray Lewis days on that defense.
It did. It really did. The other game, though, from Saturday, Packers 49ers. This game was a lot closer than I thought it was going to be, honestly.
I projected this game. I mean, I picked the Packers to win. Yeah. They really should have. They had multiple opportunities. They missed 2 kicks, 2 field goals. Mm-hmm. During that game, 49ers squeaked by for 24-21. Ended up being a great game. Like I said, if the Packers could have made their field goals, we might be seeing the Packers in this game, which is crazy to think about. Jordan Love, great game. He's definitely going to get a big contract with the Packers. I think he'll be their guy. In my opinion, he looked very good. He's 21 for 34, 194 yards, 2 touchdowns. Of course, the last interception hurt, but he was just trying to make a play at that moment. You're just trying to make a play, so can't really throw that one on him. He did have 1 pick earlier in the game. It happens. Aaron Jones, stud.
Yeah.
18 carries, 108 yards, one of his best games
Yes.
in playoffs easily. You go to the other side of the ball, Brock Purdy is 23 for 39, 252 yards, 1 touchdown. Christian McCaffrey does it again. 17 carries, 98 yards, 2 touchdowns.
Mm-hmm.
George Kittle,
Yeah.
4 receptions, 81 yards, 1 touchdown. You know, a lot of times George Kittle gets overlooked as tight end. I think a lot of people forget about George Kittle.
Oh, yeah.
He's easily one of your top tight ends in the league.
He's neck. In my opinion, he's neck and neck with Travis Kelce as far as tight end.
Yeah, I mean, I'd put him up there. Yeah, and I will say this too. Up and coming, we mentioned him earlier since he's not on the. Well, we are going to talk about the Bills, but Kincaid will be the next big tight end.
And him and Laporta, the rookie for the Lions.
Sam Laporta. Yeah.
Iowa.
We got the Lions coming up.
That's George Kittle came from Iowa. Laporta, Iowa. I think Kincaid came from Iowa.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Let me look at that. I don't want to get
somewhere Midwest. I think it was Iowa. I think that's right. He's good.
Yeah, very good. Let's just scroll over.
He's been good all season too. Like not just
he played college football in San Diego and Utah.
Oh,
Kincaid did, but Kittle and Laporta are from Iowa. Yeah, Iowa tied in you.
Apparently so. Yeah, but turnovers settled this game.
Mm-hmm.
The missed field goals settled the game. Again, Jordan Love was desperate at the end of the game, but that comes with how young he is too. He's just trying to make a play. He still had a lot, minute 38 left on the clock or something like that.
I think this
throw the ball away there and just let it go. I think it was third down. I can't remember.
It was
third or fourth. Yeah, so try to make don't try to squeeze it. Just throw it out of bounds, and then hopefully next play you get it.
I think we see the value of a kicker come this time of the year. I mean, I know we're going to talk about the Bills game. They had issues. Their punter, Sam Martin, was hurt. He couldn't punt the ball at all last night. It was terrible. It was killing him on field position. Got to have a good kicker. The kicker this is where you go get your kicker for moments like these for the playoffs. And
absolutely.
That's what made the Patriots so good. Adam Vinatieri, he didn't miss.
He don't miss. Neither does Justin Tucker.
Yeah, Justin Tucker, another one. I mean, it's the teams that usually have the good quarterback, the good defense, and the good kicker. You have those three, you're usually going to make a deep playoff run.
You're elite, yeah.
Mm-hmm. So, I was hoping the Packers were going to win that game. I wanted to see some chaos, and I definitely wanted to see them win just for the fact that at this point, if the Lions win, the Lions get to host the NFC Championship game. I thought that would have been really cool.
Lions and Packers, yeah.
Unfortunately, that's not
Packers weren't supposed to be here yet either.
Nope.
Let's just be honest.
The Packers
they were not projected at all.
They were like 3-6 at some point. Yeah, they were 3-6 and then won the rest of their games, or lost lost 2 out of there. So, yeah.
Jordan Love balled out last half season.
They did, but let's move on.
From Christmas on.
Yeah, Christmas on.
Looked really good.
It was a game changer.
Christmas. I think they won a big game on Christmas.
I go back. Sure. No, you're thinking Thanksgiving when they beat the
Lions.
That defense. That's when it turned. The whole season changed.
Whole season turned around there. Yep.
But moving on to Sunday yesterday, Tampa Bay versus Detroit. That game, that atmosphere in Detroit, Eminem.
True, loudest place they ever said.
Let me tell you what I need to happen. I need them to come out next week in San Fran. Eminem walking them out. Jared Goff on one side, Hutchinson on the other side. Eminem rapping.
That'd be sick.
Yeah, just coming out. Just get Detroit hyped up. I mean, I know it's in San Fran, but just get them going. I think that would be cool. But yeah, Detroit. They won.
They're legit. They're legit.
Good teams find a way to win, and that's what happened. Baker Mayfield and the Buccaneers, they did everything. Baker left it all out there on the field. I thought
he really did.
Honestly, it was probably one of Baker's, best games. It showed why it was so good. I know you got the stats, but I'll just go ahead and go over them here. Baker was 26 for 41 for 349 yards, 3 touchdowns, 2 interceptions. That last one
cost game, but
it did. He was trying to make a play. He was trying to make a play. That's the thing I think hurts Baker the most. He gets in a situation, he feels like everything has to be on him. And I think that's just because of his journey from being a walk-on, working his way up through Texas Tech, not having to go to Oklahoma, and then what's happened to him through the NFL. I just think he gets in those moments and he feels like I got to do everything here. If I don't, then nobody else will. But yeah, he forced that last pick. But again, he had 349 yards, 3 touchdowns. I'm going to say 1 interception because I'm not going to count that last one because it just ripped his heart out. Big thing I think Tampa Bay needs to look at for next year, they got to find a run game. Especially if you keep Baker. You get a run game and let this dude run some play action. That's going to be big. Mike Evans, I know there's a lot of
stellar game.
A lot of people criticize him for drops, but I mean he had 8 receptions, 147 yards, 1 touchdown. Cade Otton, he had 5 receptions, 65 yards, 1 touchdown. My favorite receiver on the Buccaneers, Chris Godwin. He had 4 catches for 40 yards, and he does a lot of the dirty work. He's the guy out there getting the blocks for the run game. He's the guy out there when Mike Evans catches the pass. He's in front of him lead blocking. Love Chris Godwin. But on the other side of the ball, I mean, Jared Goff, that boy's playing with a chip on his shoulder. He went 30 for 43 for 287, 2 touchdowns, no interceptions. And then
Amon-Ra St. Brown.
Yes.
God, what a guy.
Yes. I mean, how do you let 9 other receivers get drafted ahead of this guy?
He's good.
Good. Absolutely. I mean, he was good at USC when he was there. I mean, he made USC decent when he was there. And I mean, he had 9 receivers get drafted ahead of him. Sam Laporte had 9 receptions, 65 yards. Gibbs.
Yeah.
He looks like
a wide receiver. I mean, that whole it goes down. It goes back to the quarterback too. Goff's making this happen.
Yeah, I mean, Goff's making it happen. I mean, you look at Laporta and Gibbs, 2 rookies drafted in the first. Gibbs was drafted in the first round. Laporta was drafted 34th overall, the second pick in the second round. And they're literally they're carrying this team at times. I mean, they're giving Goff weapons. I mean, Gibbs out here looks like McCaffrey. 9 carries for 74 yards, a touchdown, and then catching 4 passes for 40 yards. I mean, that's Christian McCaffrey type stuff. I mean, but on the other side of the ball, the Lions defense, that secondary is really, really good. Brian Branch.
Underrated, too.
Rookie, Brian Branch out of Alabama. He was drafted in the 5th round. He led him in tackles. He had 1 sack. And then C.J. Gardner-Johnson has just brought a hype from – he was with the Eagles when they were on their way to the Super Bowl last year. He came to Detroit this year and changed that whole defense up. And then you got Adrian Hutchinson 2 years ago, Michigan native. I didn't think he was that good at college. He comes to the NFL, and he's a force. I mean, it was just – that was the big difference. That was the big difference here is this and Jack Campbell, Iowa linebacker, another rookie. I mean this Lions team is going to be special if they can keep this going. And
they got a great coach.
It's fun to see. Their first time they've won a play. First time they had
first time since '91, right?
Yeah, first time since '91. First time they've ever hosted back 2 playoff games in the same year.
Yeah. There's another stat too. Caleb was telling me this morning. It's like 1958 to 1991. They went to the playoffs twice, maybe.
Yes.
Or something. I mean,
they won the Super Bowl in 1957.
They went once. Sorry, in between that, and then this year they went more. Or they've played more playoff games than their entire.
And to add to your number 3 hot take, since 1992, when the Cowboys won their last Super Bowl, the Lions now have more playoff wins than the Cowboys since '92.
That's hilarious. Hilarious.
So they have 2 wins. The Cowboys have 1 playoff win since their last Super Bowl win.
Sorry.
And Dan Campbell was a former Cowboy. And Dan Campbell was on the Detroit Lions when they didn't win a single game.
Yeah. Yeah, I remember those years. Everybody used to talk about how bad the Lions were.
Yeah. And I mean,
I love seeing it. Right now, I think the Lions have America. Like, everybody wants the Lions to win. Mm-hmm. It's just how I feel. Like, I feel like America's behind Detroit on that one. Big thing to this game, too, though, was turnovers. You can't turn the ball over. You know, Lions protect the ball, Bucks didn't. Right. So, obviously, that's really the main difference because the Lions' total yards was 391, but Tampa had more yards and time of possession. Tampa finished the game off with 408 total yards. And credit Baker Mayfield for the majority of that because he absolutely tore it up. But, Tampa, watch out for Tampa. I mean, they win that division easily.
They got some pieces they need to fix up, but they get it fixed up.
Got to fix that run game. Yeah, got to fix that run game. Keep letting Baker do what he's doing. I mean, it's obviously working. I like it. I like the little shakeups.
Before we leave the lines there, though, I just want to say, Dan Campbell has no coordinating experience. He's never been a coordinator of any kind. He was a tight end coach. He was
a leader.
He's a leader. Yeah, he's a leader. He's a motivator. He make you run through a wall. And
I love listening to his post game, like when he's talking to the team, man.
Yes, and I mean his energy feeds straight into those players. And I'll be honest, that's probably my opinion. That's the greatest coaching hire we've seen in the last 20 years in the NFL. Just for
other Mike Tomlin.
I mean, Tomlin's been there 17 years.
17, yeah. Mm-hmm. I put Tomlin up there in that elite
obviously, but where the lines were, and
True.
Tomlin had coaching experience. You just brought a dude in there and just knows how to motivate people. Like, he almost makes me like I was 3 seconds away the other day after listening to one of his speeches, taking my Broncos stuff and sitting in the yard and buying line stuff. Like, that's just where I was at. So
but let's be honest, we all know how this goes. Like, it'll be like lines are really good this year, next year terrible. Breaks off. Let's hope not. I don't think so.
I hope not either. But we'll see. But big game though. It was last night. Bills Chiefs.
Yeah, huge game.
I didn't like the outcome. You talk about it because I can't talk about it.
Absolutely not. Yeah, I can't stand it. Chiefs win the game again. 27-24 to improve 3-0, like we mentioned, against the Bills. They've won now in 21, 22, and 24. So last year they didn't play each other. Patty Wine Mahomes with 17 for 23, 215 yards, 2 touchdowns. Isaiah, say his last name. Pacheco, thank you. 15 carries, 97 yards, 1 touchdown. That's really the biggest difference maker. Travis Kelce finally gets a TD first since week 11. Mm-hmm. He actually had 2 touchdowns. He couldn't do that for all you fantasy players throughout the season, but he can do it in playoffs. So 2 touchdowns there. Josh Allen, decent game, 26 for 39, 186 yards, 1 touchdown, 12 carries for 72 yards, and 2 touchdowns. I did say, I don't know if I said it on the podcast, but I told some people if you're doing any betting or parlaying, bet that Josh Allen's going to score on the ground because he's done it now for like 4 or 5 games in a row.
He can't do it anymore.
He can't do it anymore. Don't bet on him now. He's out. But game came down to final plays. You couldn't ask for a better game other than to have the Bills, in my opinion, pull it off for once. Both teams were almost dead even on stats. Bills finished with 368 total yards. Chiefs finished with 361, so 7-yard difference. Tyler Bass, got to make the field goal, man. Josh Allen, though, this is what I wanted to come back to. I think it was 2nd and 8 or 3rd and 8. I can't remember. 2nd and 8 or 3rd and 8. You had 2 minutes left on the clock still, minute 58, whatever. You still have plenty of time, 2 timeouts. Diggs runs an in route, like 7 yards in, wide open, and he goes for the end zone pass. He goes for a touchdown. He had Diggs wide open.
Maybe you go back.
You hit Diggs there. He gets you a first down. I mean, you're probably going to score a touchdown because now you're within the 10 yards.
I even go to another play there before they kicked
or 20 yards, sorry.
Before they missed the field goal. That 3rd down, he went to run the football to the outside. Kincaid was wide open in the middle, posted up right on the first down line. All he had to do was just dip it, just toss it to him. He was there. Been a first down.
He didn't see it, though.
And, I mean, he just, again, I think it goes back to that was the moment. Like, that's the moment. That's the plays that you see Patrick Mahomes make. He makes that throw. He sees
I was sitting on the couch, and I could see how wide open Diggs was. Yeah. That tells you, like, the dude was wide open.
But I go back to this, too, on this.
It just kills me.
This, to the Chiefs, Marquez Valdez-Scantling, 2 receptions, 62 yards. That was huge for them because outside of Travis Kelce, they didn't have nothing in the receiving core. But on the flip side, it was just as bad and atrocious. Wow, that sounds weird. On the Bills side, I mean, Dalton Kincaid, 5 receptions, 45 yards. And then Khalil Shakira, he had 7 receptions for 44 yards. And then Latavius Murray, your 3rd-string running back, was your 3rd leading receiver, 27 yards. You notice I haven't said Stephon Diggs. He had 3 catches for 21. I mean,
he hit Diggs. I mean, Diggs should have had a great game. He dropped 2 passes.
He had 8 targets and 3 receptions.
Yeah, okay, so he dropped more than I realized. But he dropped a big one there when he threw that ball down. I mean, it's literally in his arm. Yeah. That would have swung the game, too. Because they had just recovered that fumble in end zone. They just got the ball back. So they lucked up there, and he hit that deep pass.
And the thing that got me here...
Right on the money, dude.
And this goes back to my hot take on why I think McDermott's a problem. Like, all these last couple of years, it's been like, man, if Josh Allen just had a run game. They had a running back, and they just... Yeah. They had the
run game. James
Cook has been dominating running the ball.
Dominating.
I mean, he's been the leading rusher in the NFL since week 10. They've had it.
Switched offensive coordinator.
Since Joe Brady took over. And then in this game, Josh Allen's your leading rusher.
Yeah, 72 yards.
Can't have that.
No,
you don't see.
That's why they got rid of Singletary.
And now look at Singletary with the Texans.
Yeah, he had a good season.
Yeah, I mean, it's just, I don't know. I hate it, but
I would love to see that Bill Belichick, man. I hope that happens.
I don't know. We'll see.
That'd be a quarterback. That'd be a team. That'd be a team for Belichick.
I still lean toward him going to the Falcons.
Because they're right here, man. They're right here.
That's what I'm saying.
They get past the Chiefs. I think they're in the Super Bowl. Like you said, I really do.
I think they've won.
It's something about the Chiefs with them. It's like they're kryptonite to Superman.
Yeah. I understand. It's like the Colts when they couldn't get by the Patriots. when they had Peyton. It's like Tom Brady. He couldn't get by Denver when he had to play in Denver. Like, I mean, every team has
just certain things. Yeah, man. I think the Chiefs are the Bills.
Yeah.
Always next year. Hang in there.
Funny. Rex Ryan is saying Belichick to Buffalo is a possibility.
Really?
I haven't seen it on there. It just popped up as an article to read.
Man.
But anyway, let's look ahead, though, man. We got some conference championship games. We won't make – you want to make picks now, or do you want to hold that off till Thursday's episode? Or do you want to wait and do our pick?
Let's do a pick live game. Well, we won't be live for the second game.
It's going to be Ravens Chiefs that we go live for. So we'll make a pick.
I don't care to go ahead and do. I mean, people should know who I'm cheering for based off our feedback already.
Right. But now, who you cheering for? So you think is going to win?
Yeah, I won't give a score prediction until Thursday.
Okay. But anyways,
I'll say who I think will win tonight.
Let's do a preview here, though. We got the first game, or it'll be the late game, it'll be the 6:30 game on Fox.
Sure.
The Lions versus the 49ers. What do you think about this one?
Yeah, I like this matchup. Really like both teams on offense. I think they both got really good offensive teams. Very fun to watch, especially the 49ers when McCaffrey gets going. But I like the Lions in this matchup because everyone's picking San Fran. ESPN analytics give the 49ers a 74.1% chance as of this morning to win, since it is a home game for them, and head to their second Super Bowl under Kyle Shanahan. Lions are left with a 25.9% chance to win the road and take home their first NFC title. Their first. I said that. This would be their first NFC title. Wow. Keys to win this game for Detroit: slow down McCaffrey, force Brock Purdy into bad decisions. If we see the game that Brock had against the Ravens on Christmas, where he had 4 interceptions, game's over. So that's the thing. You got to get him. You got to get him off the tractor. You got to get him off the farm. You got to make this guy throw interceptions.
Agreed.
Keys for the 49ers to win this game: continue to dominate on offense, feed the ball to McCaffrey, and have Kittle and Juan Jennings punch. And try to get Deebo Samuel, if he's healthy, try to get him more involved, but I don't think we will with the injury. So Juan Jennings has really stepped up in that secondary role behind Kittle. Last game we saw it. And there is no shutting down him, I don't think.
Well, I like that.
Went to Tennessee.
You went silent there. It was weird.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I went to Tennessee.
Did I just turn you down? Sorry. Anyway, you just sounded really
good. I heard it go a little bit in and out myself. Okay. I was like, I just lost the internet.
Anyway, I like that. I do think my X factors for this game on the Detroit side of the ball is going to be Gibbs. I think Gibbs has got to be – I think he's got everything McCaffrey might do. I think he's got to be one step better than McCaffrey on the offensive side. Jared Goff cannot have any turnovers in this game. He has turnovers. I don't think the Lions have a chance. I will say, though, that you get the ball to St. Brown – you feed him the ball. He had 119 receptions this year for 1,515 yards, 10 touchdowns.
Yeah.
On the defensive side of the ball, I think it's Adrian Hutchinson and C.J. Gardner-Johnson. I think this is their game. I think Adrian Hutchinson has to get pressure on Brock Purdy. I'm not saying you got to force him into interceptions, but you've got to hit him. Go back there and mess with him a little bit. Get in his head, tap on him, play like Max Crosby or Mason Crosby does. No, Max Crosby does for the Raiders. Mm-hmm. Get back there and just get in his head. Even if you ain't getting a sack on him, get back there and just get in his head. Because I think you can rattle Brock Purdy. And then just force. I mean, Gardner-Johnson's going to make a play, whether that's an interception or he's going to make a big hit. I think that's the X factor for them. On the other side, though, for the 49ers, obviously Christian McCaffrey. But the guy I think that needs to step up is their leading receiver, and Brandon Ayuk. He has 75 receptions on the year for 1,345 yards, 7 touchdowns. He did nothing last week, and I think if Brandon Ayuk could step up and then Juwan Jennings can continue what he's been doing with George Kittle, it's going to be really tough to stop all 3 of them. But you got to get Ayuk going, because if he don't get going, then it's a whole lot harder. It's a whole lot easier to slow down Jennings and George Kittle. The other thing, the Lions have got to, in my opinion, you've got to focus on George Kittle and Jennings inside the red zone, because those 2 dudes are huge. That's 2 big targets, and Purdy loves to throw it up to those guys. Ayuk is your big play guy. Jennings and Kittle is your I need a touchdown, throw it up, here it is kind of guy. On the other side, though, on the defensive side for the 49ers, Chase Young. Everybody talks about Bosa. I think Chase Young, I think this game is the one he needs to come in and say, this is why the Niners went and got me. I need to step up, and I think he needs to get back there. And I don't think he needs to rattle Goff. I think he needs to hit Goff. He needs to get some sacks. They need to bring Goff down. They need to inflict some pain on Jared Goff, because in years past, you hit Jared Goff, he does not. He's like Patrick Mahomes. You start hitting him, he don't do good with it. He's like Tom Brady. You start hitting him, he don't do good with it. So I think you got to hit him. He can take the trash talk. You got to hit him. You got to show, hey, I'm going to be back here all day. And I think they do that. I think the 49ers can win this game. But I think if on the other side, like I said, if the Lions could do it, I think the Lions can win this game as well.
I like that. I like that take a lot. Yeah, I'm really looking forward to that game. Yeah, going to be a good one.
But 3 o'clock game, the game we're going live for, we got the Chiefs, Patrick Mahomes' second ever road playoff game in Baltimore against the Ravens. You started the last one off. I'll start this one.
Sure.
For me, the X factor for the Chiefs here is Rice, the wide receiver for them. I was thinking Scantling there for a minute, but hold on, I need to get their roster pulled up. I don't get his name exactly right. Rashid Rice out of SMU, rookie. He really stepped up down the stretch for them. Became probably Patrick Mahomes' best target on the year because Kelsey was just dropping passes. We know what Tony was doing. The other X factor on that offensive side of the ball, outside of Patrick Mahomes, is Isaiah Pacheco. Pacheco has to have 100 yards rushing. If he has 100 yards rushing, I think the Chiefs win this game, because if he's rushed for 100 yards, Mahomes is going to get his passes. Mahomes is going to get those touchdowns. So I think that's a X factor for them. On the defensive side of the ball, it's easy for everybody to say Chris Jones, because, I mean, the dude's a force on that defensive line. But for me, it's definitely Reed. He is a thunderous hitter, their safety. He gets a big hit, rattle, get a fumble. If they can force a turnover on defense, just one turnover, getting Lamar Jackson's head. I think the big thing here is if Lamar starts running and they can just get a big hit on Lamar, get Lamar to force Lamar to stay in the pocket. If they can force him to stay in that pocket and keep him from scrambling around, Chiefs win this game easy if they have the 100 yards rushing on the other side of the ball. But for the Ravens, they just got to do their game. Lamar Jackson is the X factor, because outside of that offense, they don't really have that much. I mean, Zay Flowers is a very good wide receiver, great draft pick by them. But Lamar has to get outside the pocket. He has to either run the football like he did last week, or he has to get outside the pocket and get that ball to Zay Flowers or Mark Andrews. Don't know if Odell's playing or not. I haven't checked their injury report. I'll know more about that on Thursday. On the defensive side of the ball, Roquan Smith, he needs to become Ray Lewis. He needs to lead that defense, and he needs to get all over Patrick Mahomes. He needs to be in Patrick Mahomes' face the entire game, and they have to chip Travis Kelce. I don't care if it's a run play. I don't care if the ball don't even go to Travis Kelce. When that ball snaps, they better put a shoulder in that gut every time, because you can't let Travis Kelce run wild on you. So I think those things happen. The Ravens win. On the other side, I think if those things happen, I think the Chiefs win. So
I like that. Yeah. The Ravens right now are a 3.5-point favorite over the Chiefs for the AFC title betting. Baltimore is minus 165 on the money line, while Kansas City is plus 140. Again, guys, that's today. These numbers are going to change throughout the week. I'm just trying to give you a projection what Vegas is thinking right now. The total is set to 44.5 points right now. Yep. So if you want to go ahead and get locked in on some of those bets, I'd probably take some of those. There's some good money out there to be made. I like the Ravens in this matchup. I feel like Lamar could disrupt the Chiefs' outstanding defense. But on the other side of the ball, the Ravens have the best defense in the league. Their numbers don't lie. I did have a score right down here. I'm not going to say it, but the keys to the Ravens winning, you went over a lot of it, so I'm not going to go into all my notes here. But the keys to the Ravens winning, let Lamar play ball. He dilly-dallied around the first half this past game. You can't do that against the Chiefs. They'll take advantage of it because they are a second-half team as well. So we're going to see this game come down to the wire, in my opinion. It's going to come down to last play. Or last drive, rather. I think it'll come down like that. Should be a very, very good football game. Keys to Chiefs winning, keys to the Ravens winning, shut down Travis Kelce. Cannot let him score touchdowns. Can't let him score 2 touchdowns like they did the past week. Whenever Kelce scores, usually the Chiefs win. Got to shut down Kelce. And the Chiefs, for them to win, Patrick Mahomes needs to have a no turnover game, and they got to establish the run game, just like you said, with Pacheco. So, yeah. Ravens won the last meeting in 2021, 36-35. I'm not a score project. I'm not going to get my score projection, but it's going to be close to that probably.
I like it, man. I'm excited about both of these games, even though it's not the teams that I want in the AFC. I mean, obviously, I want my Broncos. You'd want your Steelers or the Bills. I'm excited for the Lions game. Excited to watch that game. I'm excited for our live. I think it's going to be a really good live with this game. I'm interested to see which way me and you go because, and that's another thing. I don't want me and you to decide maybe who we're cheering for in that game.
Yeah, got to be unbiased, I guess.
Yeah, but I don't want either one. I don't want me and you to. I don't want you to be like, "Oh man, I'm going all Chiefs," and then maybe like, "Yeah, go Ravens." I want Sunday. We'll see.
Yeah, I don't know if I could fake it, even if we tried.
I don't know how. I
probably could.
I don't know how.
If you told me to cheer for one of them, I probably could.
I don't know how the women do it. I don't know how they fake it.
I don't know.
I don't know. If you fake it, you make it.
I can't fake that.
Right. But yeah.
No faking that.
Guys, that's pretty much the end. This is going to wrap up our NFL Conference Championship preview show. I hope y'all enjoyed a little shorter segment. Not going over everything, just kind of hitting some stuff. But we do have final thoughts. Tyler, what's your final thoughts, man?
Yeah, final thoughts is make sure you go vote on our Facebook poll for the live. Mm-hmm. And then let us know what you want to see. Again, guys, it's the AFC Championship. After that comes the Super Bowl. So if you all tune in and we have really good feedback and everything on the live on the AFC Championship, I'm sure we'll try to go live for the Super Bowl. And again, we'll go live for pretty much every major sport event. I'd like to go live for the Masters or something this year, something crazy.
Yeah.
Just something
different.
Dude. Round 4.
We can set up the Masters outside.
Start at like hole 12, when we're on hole 12 if it's really close and go live, Yeah, something different. But yeah, just make sure y'all are tuning in again, guys. We're trying to hit 500 followers. So please give us a follow on Facebook if you haven't already. So that's my final thoughts.
Awesome. We talked about before we went live on the show, started recording, we are going to start reaching out to some people about getting them on the show, whether that's a segment or two or the whole entire show, whatever. I've been doing some thinking too. I'm thinking about maybe changing some scenery around and maybe doing our podcast a little different than other than him posting in the computer desk, kind of like what we've experimented with here and there, see what's going on. But my true final thoughts is this is a big moment with my childhood, something I never will forget. On this day in 2006, Kobe Bryant scored 81 points, and the game was called by Stuart Scott, which was my favorite Sports Center announcer of all time. Both of them, Stuart Scott, people don't know, he used to say the famous thing, "You're cooler than the other side of the pillow." He used to say it about Kobe all the time. Obviously, Kobe and his daughter Gigi died tragically in a helicopter crash, and Stuart Scott died from his 4-year battle of cancer. But I was watching that video today, and it was literally Stuart Scott doing the highlights immediately after the game, and just Kobe, 81 points. Like, it's the most points ever scored in a game outside of Wilt Chamberlain.
I remember that game. That's crazy.
Yep, it was against the Raptors, and it was just...
It's been that long.
Mm-hmm, it was crazy to see, and it kind of gave me chills. I was like, man, that at that time, I didn't realize. I mean, I knew it was a big moment, but I didn't...
watching greatness, yeah.
And just from two... And then Stuart Scott going over the highlights, it was just incredible. Actually, we'll share that clip on our Facebook after we get done with this, because I just thought it was really cool. But again, like he said, guys, get on there, get on our Facebook, vote for what game you want us to go live for. Right now, it's looking like Ravens-Chiefs. Get down there.
I'd be okay if y'all want to switch that up. Just say it.
Y'all
want to switch that up.
Yeah. But hey, you guys get out there, get the vote. Be sure, guys, if you haven't already, go on our Facebook page, hit the 3 dots, go over and hit invite all your friends. We're really trying to hit that 500 follower mark. It'd be huge for us. Help us with that algorithm. Help us get out there and just become a bigger podcast, because that's our ultimate goal. But we do appreciate everything. You guys are the best. That's all I got. Hope y'all have a great, wonderful Tuesday. We'll be back with you recording on Wednesday. We'll be back with a new episode on Thursday. Y'all have a good one.
Take care, guys.
See y'all.
Bye.